Hi guys, so today I have some fun new items from Spellbinders to share with you, part of their January 2022 collections. These two stamp sets are from the Into the Wilderness collection, and this border die set is from the classically Becca collection. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Let me pop something behind these guys. So I get samples, so of course mine doesn't have the carrier yours would get when if you were to order them. So it'd be, in packaging with some inspo on there, and sometimes it has instructions depending on what the item is that you need instruction or just maybe some inspiration. But these are layered anemones and layered wildflower scenes. So this is layered anemones here, and super pretty. As you can see, there's a lot going on in this one. When I look at it, we have these little stems, right? And they have the really cool little leaves, like the little anemone leaves. Sorry if it looks a little bit dark. Okay. Then we have some other layers. So now we have like little buds, and if you look at it, you can see that there's like B1, B2, B3. So these are the ones that go together. A1, A2, A3, A4, right? Even has the stem there. On this one we have C1 and C2, and D1, D2, D3. So that's like a little bud. And of course you can layer up however you like with the different stems if you want to pop them in here and there. But just super cute. I just love that because it's all on there and you're ready to go. And then it has every day is a fresh start. I can't wait to see you again, and I appreciate you. And then this one is the layered wildflower scene. Super simple. As you can see, these are photopolymer stamps before I get too far ahead. Oh, they smell so good. So down here we have the greenery. Hopefully you can tell that. And then we have the For My Friend, just a little sentiment. And then we have, I thought this was all stuck together. So we have this portion that then you take and you stamp, and it's going to do all your little flowers. And then we have a separate portion here, so you can do a second color without, kind of trying to skip over areas. Like if you want certain flowers to be a certain color, you can definitely do that though. If you look like this area, if you wanted them to be yellow and maybe in here a little bit red, and then maybe the purple over here, it seems to be easy to do that if you would like. But we do have two different kind of sprigs on that one. So I'm going to use those today, and what I'm thinking is to use them paired up with these romantic slimline borders from the new classically Becca collection. So I want to show you these guys. They come together like this. You have a border cut or just an inlay, or both together, of course. Well, I guess if I said border cut and inlay, yeah, obviously that means they're together. And then we also have, and that's a beautiful like lace, very classic lace. This one's more, seems a little more gothic to me, just the design, but again, you have that border edge if you want to use it, and then you have just the inlay, or again, together. And then this guy cuts really cute little scallop border, and if you want to pop this in there, you can have that too, and it makes like these little eyelet holes, like just little holes, like super cute. I think this is very handy for lots of things. But you can match it up. Of course, you can put it on the border of that one, you can put it on the border of this one, you can match them that way. So we do have just the sweet border, scallop border there. So I think I'm going to do some stamping and do them very similarly, and do them both with some kind of border, and show you what that might look like, okay? So I will be right back. I'm going to grab some papers. So I brought out a bunch of inks that I think I want to use. I'll start with the anemone. I'm going to try to make these kind of similar in the style, that way you can just see a little bit different. So we're going to put this to the side. I did cut the paper I'm stamping on to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I will probably cut it down from there, so I'm not super concerned. We're just going to stamp right now and then do something different with it. So on this one, I think these are so cute. Let's see here. Let's start with A1. And I'll put it going like maybe this way. Again, they are photopolymer, so they have a little stickiness to them. You can just get rid of, or you can just work through it. A lot of times you can do like practice stamping first. Usually I just go for it, but you might want to do that. Let's see here. So I'm just taking like a pink color ink. That looks pretty. So the ink pad I have has like fabric, so it's gonna leave that impression, that look, I don't know if I want it deeper. I guess I'll go for another that's 1. And then step 2, so that was A1, and now I want A2. You can see it's kind of like that. So I'm just looking through that. Looks good right there. And I'm going to use a deeper kind of red. Oh, so pretty. And then A3. So you can look through there, you can kind of see where it is that you need to place it, something like that. So if I look at this, it's just basically going to go in there somewhere. And I didn't plan for this color yet because I forgot I had this many layers. I think what I'm going to do is like a brown. Why not? I have this Memento Rich Cocoa. Oh, so pretty. And then A4, oopsie, is the stem. And I believe it would go like this, but you know, put it wherever you like. I think, you know, it can come out right here. I think it looks best like right there. That looks the most natural. And I'm using kind of a bright green. Aww, so sweet. Okay, and then I'm going to do a B flower, so it's B1, B2, B3, and then it doesn't show B4, but I'm assuming it could be the same stem from these other ones, because D1, C1, those go to like a bud, and C goes to like this little sideways flower. So I'm going to reuse probably that same stem, or maybe one of the other ones, we'll see. But for now, all I'm going to do, again, start with number 1, so B1. You know what, I want to see how I'm going to put this so I know where the stem might come from and not like interfere too much. Maybe right here. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing but with yellow tones. So I'll do the exact same things I've been doing. I'm going to rearrange that so it doesn't move. And I'll do the same thing with yellow tones of ink, and I'll be right back. purple flower with the same, you know, number or letter A flower. And then to make the buds, I don't know if you notice, and I just looked at that myself, as D1, then D2, then D3. So we're going to do this one first. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it like in here. And then that'll fill that little space in there. I think that'll be cute. So let's kind of pop them in there. And then D2 and D3. So D2 should be lighter in color, I think, than D3. So I'm gonna put this guy here. And I think it should be like the pink color. Oh, so cute. And then D3. So I'll do the stamping and then we're going to arrange our cards. So D3 goes right on top of that. And I'm going back in with that darker, richer color. Oh, so cute. Okay. Let me clean up and I'll be right back. You know what, before I put that away, I don't want to leave this guy hanging. I mean, you know, it depends on what you're doing or what you're going for, but I can probably bring this in. This is the opposite side of C1, and just stamp a little bit of that going like right in there. Just want to make sure it looks like it's connecting there. Oopsie, let's remove this guy. And we can use different shades of green. You know, you went with all the same, but if you wanted to do something a little different, you can definitely do that. And that just adds a lot of more greenery and things, okay? I'll be right back. So for the next one, I am going to bring this guy in. We're going to do this one sideways, I think. And I'm going to put some... some little paper down here because I'm probably going to stamp off the edge, so I want to make sure that gets caught. And so we're going to use this again here. We can you know, do this a different color than this. I mean, there's plenty of room, like I said, to make these things different colors, but I'm just going to kind of play with it and see what we come up with. So at the bottom, I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to use green inks, but you know, I think it'd look really pretty in brown inks too. Let's see. Let me see how big this. Oh, yeah. So if I go to here, let's start there and then we'll finish this other side here. Again, it has that dispersion layer. And this is the stem. So again, if you want to just do greens, browns, whatever it is you're going to do, I'm just going to ink this up a little bit lighter green on top and darker green towards the bottom. And I'm just mixing those a little bit. I think I got all the green over here. Just to give it a little variation of color already, just to begin with. Oh, missed that middle part right there. Aww. You know, I was thinking about this. If you wanted to use like, what's the word? Like watercolor paper and water reactive inks, you can definitely do that and then add a little bit of water and it'll kind of like reactivate and look really cool. I'm going to put that right there. Okay. And again, light green towards the top. I don't know where this is going to end, so I'm going to make sure to get ink all over so we get to the edge. I think that's inked up pretty good. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna wash off my stamp and I'll be right back. So I think I'm gonna start with the smaller flowers. And they go in here. And if you can kind of see through this, you can kind of see where they probably should go, right? There's like little stems right here. So these little guys go right in here. Aw. Okay, sorry guys, I wanted to really get my head in there, make sure I was right over it to get the right angle. Okay, sorry about that. And we're gonna do Panama Rose, this pretty pink color. I'm sorry that gets out of frame. Sorry about that. I'm having some... This fell down and it made a like sound, so I didn't want you guys to hear that. Might be a little startling. Okay, so we have those there. And then I'm going to wipe this pretty well. Now you should definitely just wash it off or wipe it off really well because we're going to put it over here. And because we have that same repetition over here of the little flowers. And I'm just looking through it to place those little pretties. Right in there. Just about there. Actually, this needs to come down a little bit. Again, I really want to get my head in there and see what I'm doing, but I'll just go ahead and go for it. And then the next flowers I'm going to do is mix the colors a little bit. So sweet. So we have some little pink flowers down here. And then, let me close that up. Up on top, of course, you can see basically the flowers are going to be all over these little guys. So we have like this stem here, and this area, like right in here. And so basically, this looks like a lilac to me. So if you're looking at those and you stack them up on there and you just kind of move over and keep going, you can see that all these things lined up pretty nicely. What I'm going to do is try and put this magnet down here. So that looks pretty great. Just let's put that up. And so here, I'll show you right quick. I have some purples and some blues. I think I'm going to do the just purple, like up in this area, because I know the lilac is more in this area. And then just going with some blue ink everywhere else. Just for a little differentiation. You don't have to do anything like this, of course. And I know that blue ink is very, very light, so let's see. Oh, so sweet. It's just like the lightest little hint of color there. I'm going to go ahead and go over that blue again one more time. Just to bring it out. Just in the blue. I like the purple just the way it is. Oh my gosh. So cute. And it totally looks like little baby's breath or something. Look at that. Okay. So for the next side, I'm going to move these over here. I'm going to clean this off really well and I'll be right back. And for this side, we're lining it up again. So on this side, I basically have just like the baby's breath kind of area. So I'm going to look through that and just kind of make sure I'm matching that up more than anything. It's a little more this way. Oh, it's so cute. These images are just so pretty. I think that looks good right there. Okay, just gonna make sure this is stuck down. And basically, at this point, I only need the light blue, and I'm gonna pop this on here. Yeah, I don't think any of the lavender is in this image, so I'm just gonna do all the light blue parts. And if it ends up having lavender too, then I'll just pop that on there again. Aww. And again, I'll do it one more time. Sorry if I'm shaking things over there. Okay, And I'm just going to clean up and I'll be right back, guys. So to finish this card off, the one we just did, I'm going to put our little sentiment on there. But before that, I just have this piece that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it just mats the whole card. But I'm also going to cut a little lace bottom on that. I was grabbing the wrong, this guy, I was getting the scalloped one. We need this one. And I'm just going to put them both and get them both going through, so as low here as I can. And what I like to do, again, whenever I have something like this, is I'm splitting the difference, so it's not just like one full scallop and then over here it's going to look wonky. You want to kind of split the difference so that you can put it between 2 scallops, like wherever it is that one's cutting off, the other one should cut off in the same kind of area, you know. So we have a little more even look going across. That looks great. And I'm just going to take those down. You do not want these to move, especially because you're doing one die into the other. You don't want that going through your machine or for your dies. Okay, so I'm going to run this through and I'll be right back. Ooh, so pretty. There are just little bits that need to pop out there. And then I'm going to bring this back, and that'll kind of give me an idea of where I should cut this paper. So I want that down like that, and then we're going to cut off so it's the same size as an A2 card. So what I'm going to do is just glue this down, and then we'll just take off the excess. And of course, true form. All right. And you could have stamped your sentiment on there before doing this part, however you want to do it. So I'm going to give that a moment to set up before we move on. And this one we're just going to cut it down to 4 1/4, or you know, whatever it is you like. If you want a little bit more of a skirt or like a little bit more area behind it, you can pop this whole thing on here if you wanted, and it has a little blue edge sticking off the edge. But I'm going to cut it down, so I'm going to look at 4 1/4, just about, maybe a little bit shy of that. So I have that. I'm going to trim this off on the side too, just to have the blue a little bit over the edge, so I'm going to trim that off and I'll be right back. Okay. And I'm just going to bring this back over right quick. And then we have the sentiment in the layering set, the Into the Wilderness here, that says for my friend, and you can pop that, you know, wherever, anywhere here really. I think I'm going to use this I Appreciate You from this one though. And I think I'm going to put it like, where do I want to put it? Like in here? Just kind of mixed in there with everything else. And I can use this to help me make sure it's straight. So it needs to go down a little bit more this way. Okay. And I will stamp that in black ink just to make it pop. Just a really sweet note card. Now, we can just glue this straight down, or you can pop up the whole panel. I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down just like that. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay, and finish this one off. I'm just going to pop this in here. I'm going to put a sentiment like right in this area. And then we're going to trim it down. So, sorry, so just auditioning. I'm going to do every day is a fresh start. Kind of just mixed in there with the little guys. Oh, ooh, that could have been bad. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to pick it up and just kind of eyeball that to make sure I have it nice and straight. Okay. And black ink again, just to make it pop. Aw, so cute. Okay, let me clean up and I'll be right back. Okay guys, and to finish this guy up, all I did was I trimmed this guy down to 3 3/4 by 5. That's why I didn't really care where I was stamping on the actual sheet there, you know. So I kind of centered it there, 3 3/4 by 5. And then I just cut this green piece of cardstock at 4 by 5 1/4, so it's really big edges going around there. Matte layers. Of course my glue wants to act up on me, so I'm going to do this. I'm just going to put this down, and then on this other piece, what I'm going to do is take just the little dots from the border set and just run them along the side in here. I think that's going to be really cute. So I'm going to take this guy, and you know what, I was going to run it down the side this way and then this way across, but what if we just did some here in this area, like a little bit there, bigger there, or bigger here and then smaller. Okay, well that's okay, no, I'm gonna do it this way, just like I had initially thought. Let's put that here. Lots of fun ways to play with this one. So I'm just eyeballing this. If you want it to be super straight, of course you can, you know, use your grid to help you out with that, but I'm just going to put this on here, and I'm going to run that through, and then I'll show you what I'll do to go across the other way, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. So cute. I'm going to take these off very carefully, and I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is adorable. I love that. Maybe even just on the one side, but I really wanted to put one going across the other way. So what I'm going to do is kind of line that up. Should we do the same amount? I'm thinking if I do like a 1/4 inch, just like I did over here, I can put it here, I suppose. And what I'm doing is lining up the last set of dots. I can kind of see through that one that it would go right in there, just to hit that one guy right in the right spot. And I can check on the back just to make sure I did that. Yeah, I can see the little guy right in there. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down and run it through. Okay guys, so I'm just taking that off carefully. So cute. Look at that. I'm going to put dimensionals on this, and I'll be right back on the back. Okay guys, so look at that. Bring our base back, opening the right way. Always checking that it's opening the right way. And I'm just going to pop this on here like a little panel. Love the little holes. That is so cute. So to finish both these guys off, I'm probably going to pop some of these little new color essential gems here and there. Ooh, look at the blue ones with that. Oh, and the dark blue. And I'll pop a few on here too. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have some images for you. I'll have the links in the description box. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. And hope you guys had fun with it, watching, you know, just a little playing with it. So these are designed by Sushma Hegde, I want to say. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And she does watercolors, you know, beautiful paintings and things. So this is, with this kind with the layering, it's a little bit of a cheater. she also has outline ones that you can color in. She also has like, just kind of like background types. So, lots of new ones they came out with this in this collection. So I'll have the links, like I said, there in the description box, so you can check that out. And yeah, a little cheater watercoloring here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.